Welcome back to a highly important episode of Careful Boys. Today we have with us Mr. Jesus Sepulveda.
Careful boys. Careful boys.
You gotta be careful these days, man. Hey, so we were getting questions. This one person asked, and I thought it'd be good to answer just in general. He was having trouble quitting smoking, and he was like, "Hey, I know maybe some of you guys might have smoked in the past. What can I do to like quit? What did you do?"
Get vapes, bro. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding.
I started smoking when I was 12 or 13 as experimental.
Who got you into it?
What a cool ass.
I think like when you're a kid, that's kind of bad. You know, you start. Well, I think 5th grade might have been the first time we just stole someone's dad's pack of cigarettes, and then we're just like, we got cigarettes, and then we're like trying it, right? So how old is that? Like 5th grade? Is that 11?
5th grade's like 10, 11, yeah.
Something like that.
10.
And then I was like, that's gross. And then
10.
in middle school, I remember in middle school we're like skating, we're at the skate park, and a bunch of guys are smoking cigarettes. And then my friend's like, "Can I have one?" And then they're like, "Sure." And then they give him one, and he goes, "Look what I got." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then we're like smoking, right? And then the guy came back. He goes, "You're not even inhaling it." And then we're just like going like. So like, no. He goes,
What you see other people?
Yeah. He goes, when you take a hit, he goes, breathe after. And then so we're like. And then we're just like fucking.
Now you're one of us, kid.
And they're laughing at us. They were dying. They were just fucking laughing at us. But then we get the fucking head thing. We're just like, oh, but it tastes so gross, you know. And then you have to really try to smoke. You really
it was
gotta
kind of gross.
Fucking try.
It was just cool, but it was just like gross. But I kind of only got into it when I was like on ecstasy.
Yeah, like menthol. Menthols are good.
You just chain smoke the fuck out of it, but then like once you're off it, I'm like I don't want cigarettes at all.
Someone's like fucking just sexually like tantalizing your lungs from the inside out, you know? Like someone's just caressing your inside.
I like all that.
The way he's doing it like doesn't at all help the guy quit smoking. He just goes on to ecstasy.
That sounds like tequila.
But well, my thing was like when I used to smoke when I started as a comic, because all the comics would do it, and then Dave Chappelle would do it. So I'm like, oh fucking
like a social
Chappelle.
thing.
So it's just like a cool thing. It'll just be all like, but then I just didn't like the smell and taste of it, and then I was just like, yeah, fuck this, I'm done. And I just stopped. And people were like, dude, it's addicting. And I don't know. I just stopped.
Wow.
I just like the next day I was like, yeah, fuck this.
It is a weird social thing because in the military, like a lot of people have like you don't really have breaks, but there's smoke breaks, right? Yeah. Smoke and dip breaks. So when there's smoke breaks, everyone's like, okay, cool. Everyone like goes to the corner, everyone's smoking, and then I want to chill too, so I just go. I'm not smoking, but I do feel weird. I do feel weird, like.
I just get one.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
Something. Everyone's doing something, looking cool, feeling good.
Stick of gum.
But I'm just. Yeah, I'm like.
But that's the thing about smoking too, right? I think a big part of it is a lot of people that smoke, they do it when they're stressed or like when they're trying to like they attach it to something like
Really?
like oh I'm trying to chill or relax or I need a break, and then they start smoking and then it becomes a habit over time, and then it becomes attached to this thing of like oh I associate this with like me chilling or taking a load up.
You were when you started smoking?
It's a habit. I think it was the hardest thing to quit. Because I'd done a lot of different drugs, and then like I was never addicted to any drugs.
Really?
I was just able to quit. But then smoking, I just couldn't fucking quit.
Because did you relate it to like something like that? It makes you relax. It's like
I don't know if it made me relax. I just knew that like, even when I was the closest I got to quitting was one a day, because I still had to smoke one because it would be on my mind all day. And then after I smoked one, I was like, okay, cool, I could go to sleep now.
How did you like break it?
Well, there was one time when I was, what was I, like 24, 23, that I quit for 1 year. And then like I got back on. I forgot how I got back on. And then I tried to quit on and off, so I would like stop for like a month or whatever. But the final quit was 2019. And I think I talked about it before too here. But like I was just like, just got out of a relationship, and I was like, you know what? I think the only way I'm gonna quit is if I create like a rehab for myself, where I'm not in the same routine, I'm not in the same element, I'm not around cigarettes, and I'm doing something physical. Because I know that the more like I was physically exhausted, I didn't want to smoke. It was like
That's when you started working out like crazy.
yeah, that's when I was working out like twice or doing Spartan run and this or like just trying to do things.
Stay active, yeah.
Yeah, because then when I'm active, like let's say I do like an 8-mile run, I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I know people who still work out and smoke, but for me, the next day I feel like shit when I'm trying to do a pull-up.
That shit is gangster though. They got cigarettes.
Yeah, like there's people that are like that.
What gym are you guys going to? Fuck.
Fucking Venice Beach, man.
I had a friend who would like, after we go work out, he would just pop a cigarette after we lift weights, and I'm like, that feels so gross to me.
Oh.
And then we would do Spartan races, and we knew someone she would smoke cigarettes during the race, or like
That's
like,
cool shit.
hardcore shit.
Imagine they take a picture of you like climbing the bar and you
With the cigarette in her, nah, like. It was,
But you're first.
yeah.
Is that like a, dude, raise the fucking racist flag if it's getting racy, but do Asians like really love smoking or something?
Yeah.
Is that like
Yeah.
a thing? Is that like a
My whole family smoked, dude. Like all my,
Especially if
all
you
my
go to
dad's side.
Asia, fucking crazy. Everybody's.
Yeah, I worked at a Korean barbecue place in
the whole place.
in Buena Park, and Buena Park, and then fucking we would have like breaks like through the middle of the day. We would just stop for 2 hours.
You worked at a K BBQ spot in Boynton Park?
Yeah, dude.
He's probably been there.
It used to be right there at Knoxbury Farm. It was back in the day. It used to be by Knoxbury
It's
Farm.
still there.
Is it?
Yeah, the Korean barbecue spot by Knott's Berry Farm is still there. I go there pretty regularly with my mom.
On Beach
That's a
Boulevard?
spot.
There, little ice cream thing right in the middle.
Yes! Yes! They used to work there. They used to work there. I don't know what they were saying, but when I walked in, they would go like,
You guys both don't know the name?
Chamsuko?
go there your whole life.
It's something, I don't know. I know. I could show you the picture, but I don't know. But anyway,
Okay, but you don't know the name.
yeah, but I just went in there. I was, hey, you guys hiring and shit, and then I wanted to be a sushi guy, you know, or like do something.
to the wrong restaurant. Do sushi here.
And then
You guys will have that.
they just had a bunch of little grills, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? They just bring us a grill, like, and I.
you gotta clean
in
up
my
the
head,
grills, huh?
dude. In my head, I was like. And that's the thing, you guys use so much fucking trays for stupid shit, like a tray for a leaf, a tray for this, like somebody fucking put one giant tray and put everything in it, and everybody
Dude,
a tray
there's
for
a
this.
lot of
Some little
sides,
size
yeah.
for dumb shit, and I'm like, and I'm as a dishwasher, and it's a fucking mountain,
Non-stop.
bro. It's a mountain of fucking trays and grills.
The grill mid-meal too.
And in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking get rid of this whole mountain, and I didn't know that you'll never finish.
You'll never, dude.
You'll just do it the next day.
Yeah, is it chamsukul?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Chimsugu.
Well, what worked for me? What worked for me was basically I was a part of this karate club that would do karate boot camps, and so they would rent out like a dorm or whatever out of a university, and then so for about a week straight, you go to this spot. So I can't bring cigarettes there because what am I gonna do? Like fucking hi-ya with a cigarette in my mouth? Like
That's fucking
And then-
cool though.
Sick ass soundbite. Hi-ya.
But then they physically exhaust you to the point where like you don't want to do shit but just sleep. Like if you have 3 hours, you try to sleep because they're gonna wake your ass up in the middle of the night, and then like they'll do surprise drills, right? So you finish out, you just finish a workout,
An
right?
attacker in your room?
Yeah, and then it's like midnight, and you're like, all right, fuck, time to go to sleep. So you fucking knock out, and then like you hear doors. Yeah, basically they fucking bang on your door at like
Fuck up.
at like 3 in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And everyone's like, oh shit. Okay, it's 3 in the morning. Fuck. And then you get up, you put your clothes on and shit. And you just go out. It's fucking dark as fuck. You're just doing your fucking karate moves.
What?
Yeah. And then you go back and you're just like, you take a quick shower, you go to sleep, right? And then you go, wake up, wake up. It's fucking 6. And then they're like, you go fucking eat breakfast. After breakfast, we're gonna do this. So then like, there's no time.
Seals of ninja class.
Like basically, so for like a week straight, right? You just randomly being woken up. You're just 3 times a day working out. Each workout is fucking intense. Like one, we would be horse stance for 90 minutes.
But the whole time you're like, dude, I need a fucking
time,
cigarette.
you're just
bro.
like, motherfucker, bitch, I want a cigarette. Right?
Cigarettes.
90 minutes holding the fucking horse stand?
Minutes?
What?
Yeah. Just and then so after that, your body's just so exhausted.
What is a horse stance?
Stand like.
Go ahead.
It's a horse stance. Let me tell you what I think it is.
No, stand up. Stand up.
Yeah.
And then now go a little bit
Whole
lower.
video.
Picture.
We'll do that for 90 minutes.
I got a fucking thumper, dude.
Imagine holding that.
90 minutes. 90 minutes. Yeah.
Hiya! Now throw a punch. Hiya!
I'm fucking shaking right now, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, hiya!
Imagine just doing that.
I don't think you can.
It's always hurricane kick. And the people are shaking and shit like, ooh, right?
Oh, fuck it.
Why is that so good, dude?
Because I used to play all the time, dude.
Hadouken!
I like the little bounce.
Yeah,
Reverb. I'm like, yo.
So we're throwing 1,000 Hadoukens.
Really?
And just all this energy is going out. By the time I get back, dude, it feels like I have a new body. It's a weird feeling. And then at that point, I don't even think about having a cigarette or anything like that. And then so from that point on, cold turkey, it was the best thing that worked for me. But I think what you got to do is you got to get out of your element. So like
change your whole scene.
my habit.
Pattern.
Yeah. Today's video is brought to you by Warby Parker. Look at my sunglasses.
Warby Parker offers you everything that you need for happier eyeballs, eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and even eye exams. And you can shop online or in stores if you want a touchy-feely right in front of you.
Feel it. Glasses start at $9 to $5, including prescription lenses. Look at what I got. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label.
If you prefer shopping in stores, Warby Parker has over 190 locations throughout the US. And if you're in Vegas like me, you've seen them.
There's a lot. There's actually a lot.
So what I like about the whole Warby Parker Try Home program is, you know how sometimes you go buy something, you're like, why did I buy this? You felt a certain way.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're stuck between two things and you want to test drive things. So I like that it comes home in a box and you're like, okay, cool, at the comfort of my own home, sometimes I want to get something that nails like 3 looks. I want something that works at the beach and casual and maybe a little bit dressed up so you could test drive and you can wear different outfits with it and go, you know what? These are the ones that I like.
And when I'm at the store, I put it on and I'm all like, I'm not wearing the right outfit, but I like this. Does it really does it work with my other clothes? And then it's like, you can really, try that out at home and you can see if it works with your outfit.
Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/offtherecord.
But you put yourself in these intense situations where it's like do or die for you. That's what it sounds like. You like to be like.
I had to, because it was 25 years.
I feel like you got into that.
Years
like,
of smoking.
25 years of smoke.
That sounds like my dad. Like same thing kind of happened with my dad because he tried quitting like his whole fucking life, but then he had a stroke. And then
That'll probably do it for some people.
recommended he smoke.
And then he was like, "You should start doing some karate." No, but then he stopped. But that was like the wake up call where he was like, "Okay, I gotta fucking change my goddamn life,"
Damn,
Oh, so he cold quit after the stroke?
Yeah. He as he was lighting a cigarette, he had a fucking stroke in a car, and then he fucking.
I think the harder
Holy
something
shit.
is, the more stressful you should make the quit. Because like for you just quit, right? So like it's
How long were you doing it for though?
I was doing it for like a whole year, and it was like, it went from like, well, I'm not gonna buy a pack. That's how I know I have a problem. And then I started buying packs, and then I started like really smoking a pack a day, and I was like, oh shit, this is getting intense. So then one day I remember I was just grossed out, and I was just like, oh, this is fucking gross.
25 years is a fucking long.
So,
Yeah, 25 years is pretty
if
intense,
it's
dude.
easy, if you could do it cold turkey, then I don't think you have to go so hardcore. So it depends on the person.
Yeah.
So like if someone is smoking like half a pack a day, they can't let it go. I think they have to do something really crazy to let it go.
I like what you're saying, and I'm the same way. I have to put myself through physical like
Trauma.
for real. I really do. For me to
yeah.
change something, to be like, oh, I don't want to eat this. Like when I really want to stop eating fast food, like I'll do so much exercise that like I get grossed out just thinking of fast food because I know that the next day is gonna be tougher for me. It's gonna, I'm gonna be more like sluggish. It's gonna hurt. Like so, I'd rather just not do it because it's not gonna be worth it.
Give
You
me
know?
a cucumber and a chicken breast.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want a milkshake. It's gonna slow me down.
I will say that I do know a few homies that were definitely always smoking, addicted to it, smoking for a long time, and then they actually did start like vaping, and then after vaping they would quit cigarettes, and then after vaping they would quit vaping.
I started vaping in the casinos and wherever, because back in the day they didn't have a rule, right?
Yeah.
So I would be like, oh, I'm gonna quit smoking, so I'm vaping all day long indoors, and when I go outdoors, I pull out my cigarettes.
You know what I hate about cigarette people though? Cigarette community. Y'all need to start buying mints, gum or some shit.
Stinks.
Like every motherfucker that smokes act like they're like, hey yo, and I'm like, yo, my man, you smell like a goddamn fucking homeless camp.
I used to have a barber who would cut my hair after, as he's cutting my hair, I could smell like he would smoke like a blunt and then a cigarette.
Oh, that blunt, fucking.
And then when he would, and his mouth would be dry as fuck while he was cutting my hair, and his breath literally smelled like he ate a shit sandwich.
I hate those fucking barbers.
Shit I'm in high school, bro, so I'm like I'm not gonna say he's an adult. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
And he's just like talking to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool.
That was a double standard I had. So I smoked in high school too.
Yeah.
But I did not like chicks that smoked.
Yeah.
Because their cigarette smell would be all up in their hair.
Yeah.
They smelled like fucking Bath and Body Works with cigarettes.
I did not like that, man.
I remember there was this hot girl.
Except me though, because I smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't get it. Really? So you didn't like the fact that she smoked?
Standard. I didn't like. It just didn't smell like attractive to me.
A cigarette at the time smells like a man though.
Yeah, it does.
I was dating this hot girl one time, and she's just a smoker, which I was like, whatever. She's got a nice ass, like this, whatever. I'll pass by the smoking, but then her breath would just reek sometimes, and I'm like, God damn, man, it's like,
Yeah.
It's tough.
I remember one time I woke up in the morning and I was like, hey, we should we should brush our teeth and go out, but I kept emphasizing the brushing the teeth. Like I was like, we should go over here, like downtown LA, go eat something, but then we brush our teeth and then we make sure our teeth are brushed before we go anywhere. And I kept emphasizing this, and she was just like, what are you trying to say? I have to brush my teeth? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, did I say that like more than once? I'm sorry. But yeah, I kept emphasizing it.
But brush our teeth before.
Yeah. And then remember she was like, I don't have a toothbrush. I'm like, I got one for you. I bought one.
Here's mouthwash. As a non-smoker, when you kiss a smoker, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you really taste it.
Whoa.
I remember being a smoker, dating a smoker, and then when I kiss, it just tastes like the after nicotine taste. It's like that bitter taste.
Kissing a Goodwill.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. It's like a fucking Goodwill. It's like the whiff of fucking thrift shop.
Because you know how when you buy vintage clothes,
That's what I'm
if they were a smoker, it's a total different smell. On
Dude,
the
you
guys.
described that very fucking well. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Smelling like a Salvation Army, dude.
Salvation Army,
Only time smoking smell is acceptable to me, and that's like nostalgic for me, is a casino or a car. Downtown Vegas.
Why are you whispering it? You don't
that's-
want to tempt him to move?
Yeah, dude.
No,
Does that
because
make
even
you
the
wanna
new
move?
casinos, I'm like, no, you guys are better than this. This is new.
Hey, the Red Rock's been smelling like cigarettes, though.
It does. But the old one, I wanted. If they got rid of the smell and put cigarettes back in there,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Artificial
used to.
smell.
That's you can't go into Binion's, fucking Golden Nugget. You can't go in there and smell like clean air. It has to be cigarette with pumped up like cheap perfume.
I don't mind smelling it in like hotel lobbies and casinos and stuff. I don't really mind
Something
that.
classy about it, dude.
Yeah.
It's just it's nostalgic too. Yeah.
I do think smoking, like visually, is like pretty fucking
It looks
cool.
fun.
Really?
I think it's cool.
I still think we're helping the person who's asking the question about quitting, but yeah.
Especially when you're old and you're like in a you have an oxygen tank and you have a cigarette and you're at a fucking, what do you call it, like those fucking slot machines, and then there's like 5 old ladies that's right about to die, but they're just all smoking.
You know what I think it is though too? When you see a smoker, like I'm envious of them being able to enjoy something so casually in public. That I feel like I want that.
But
I
these
want
days,
that for
those
myself.
smokers feel like junkies in a corner.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same.
Really?
Of course, not the same. Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid, like there was smoking sections.
Yeah.
So like you're at the restaurant, they're on that side, or even in the airplane, there's a smoking
They had
section.
ashtrays in the armrest.
Yeah, those planes are from like the 80s though.
And all the smokers looked so like they're having a blast.
Yeah.
You know, they're reading a newspaper, they're smoking a cigarette.
So that's what I was trying to
It's
talk
movies, really.
That's what I was trying to say when I worked at that restaurant. Like, they would take a cigarette break, and everybody in the kitchen, everybody in the waitstaff would all go out, and it was like a community of like a hang. Like it was a cigarette hang.
I want to hang out.
That's what and I was like that guy that I was just like, oh, let me get one of them fucking. And I just was like
Even
smoking.
in that time where everyone would just smoke cigarettes, I would smoke it and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like being okay with it. But I think nowadays, because it is like that, where it's like, yeah,
You're like a junkie going.
yeah, you even go to the airport, you know what I mean? I mean, you're in the airport and then there's those little ass smoking glass rooms and stuff that everybody goes into. Sometimes you want to go in there and like hit a vape or something like that, but you're like, fuck, if I go in there, I'm gonna smell like cigarettes for the whole
I think
flight.
it's also that nowadays, like slowly they were removing the imagery of smoking as advertisement from media.
In movies.
Through the years, right? So now we're only left with what it really looks like. And a lot of the time, it's not that
They're
attractive.
proposing to ban the sale of cigarettes in California for anyone that's born after 2007. So if your ID shows 2007 and on, that's that they're
Because you should know better.
They're proposing
Yeah,
all
that was
tobacco
happening
products.
to another country somewhere that we kind of talked about, but it's kind of a good idea.
I remember in Mexico when you buy cigarettes, like they show a picture of the most raunchiest fucking like thing that happens to smokers.
like
tumors.
Yeah.
A baby has like something, or like these are causes like
Brown lungs
from
and
smoking.
shit, yeah.
It has a fucking image on the pack as you're buying it, and it's like, and people just Mexico just rip it, and then they just put the little pack, and I'm just like, that is the gnarliest fucking thing though.
Yeah.
To show you what could happen, and you just ignore it and just like fuck it.
I mean, Disneyland. When you go walk through Disneyland, there used to be like a really big, like a smoking section.
Yeah.
Only, and then now it's getting smaller and smaller to the point where I don't even know where they are anymore.
That shit made me feel like shit.
They want them out of view now.
Yeah, get out of here.
Hey, fucking smokers!
Real quick.
Before we end this video, Alan Carr's easy way to quit smoking. Check that out if you want to learn how to quit. That helped me out. There's a video on YouTube too that shows you like from months to years of how your body heals after quitting smoking. Like within 24 hours, this is what happens to your body. 48 hours, all that. And then pretty much the cool thing about quitting smoking though is like within like 5 to 10 years, you have a whole new body and whole new lungs and all that stuff.
Damn, it regenerates. Huh?
Yeah, you basically reduce the risk of like, let's say you're a smoker now, right? You said, and then you're like 30% more likely to have a heart attack, or like there's these crazy statistics.
Yeah.
As soon as you quit, that percentage drops like crazy. So it's not like you're done and you're gonna just be fucked forever. And that's the cool part, because for me, I feel like there's hella effects, because I've been smoking for most of my life, right? And then one thing that I've noticed when I quit was waking up was so hard as a smoker. And I think it has something to do with restricting your blood flow or something.
Your recovery.
Something's weird, yeah. Where it took me forever to like, I'd be groggy and whatever. But then like, after a year of quitting, I just wake up. And then my body just feels normal. Like I don't feel like always tired.
Lethargic.
Nah, my IBS went away. I was fucking diarrheaing every day. Yeah, I had stomach acid issues. I had so many different things.
Yeah, when I was smoking, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't like it, because I was having a lot of like
Screws up your gut health.
Yeah. And then when it just all disappears. Yeah.
Wow, dude.